Welcome. I'm glad you're here. If you found your way to this practice, it may be because you're carrying something heavy right now. Anxiety, grief, the lingering effects of trauma, or simply the exhaustion of trying to hold it all together. You don't need to fix anything in the next 20 minutes or so. You don't need to feel any particular way. All that's asked of you is a willingness to sit with your own breath and to let your body do what it already knows how to do. This practice draws from two sources separated by more than 1,000 years. The first is Tonglen, an ancient Tibetan meditation, sometimes called the practice of taking and giving. In Tonglen, we breathe in the suffering of the world, not to be crushed by it, but to transform and transmute it. And we breathe out compassion and loving kindness, carried on the sound of Tibet's most cherished mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. The second source is modern science, specifically Polyvagal Theory, developed by Dr. Stephen Porges, who has spent more than 30 years of his scientific career investigating this. His research suggests that a branch of the vagus nerve, the ventral vagal pathway, is deeply connected to our capacity for calm, connection, and healing. And remarkably, this nerve passes through the larynx, the voice box, which means that slow exhalation, and especially resonant humming and chanting, may gently activate the very system in your body designed for safety, restoration, and, very importantly, loving kindness. So in this practice, the ancient and the modern meet in a single breath, a deep, natural, mindful in-breath, and a long, slow, resonant out-breath chanted softly. And, very importantly, between breaths, something unusual. We wait. We don't rush to inhale again. We rest in the stillness after the out-breath, and we let the body itself decide when it's ready to breathe in again. Over time, many people find that this pause naturally lengthens, a quiet sign that the body is indeed settling. A few gentle notes before we begin. This practice is an invitation, never a demand. If anything feels uncomfortable at any point, physically or emotionally, you're completely free to return to ordinary breathing, open your eyes, or stop entirely. That's not failure, that's just simple wisdom. And if you're willing, if you're living with trauma or significant distress, please know that this practice is meant to accompany, but never replace the support of a qualified professional. Let's begin. Find a position that lets your body feel supported. Seated in a chair, on a cushion, or even lying down. Let your hands rest wherever they're comfortable. If it feels okay, allow your eyes to close. If closing your eyes doesn't feel safe or comfortable, simply soften your gaze toward the ground or rest your eyes on the images before you. Simply begin by noticing that you are breathing. Nothing to change yet. Just the quiet fact of it. Air moving in, air moving out. The breath of life. Now, notice the points of contact between your body and whatever is holding you. The chair, the cushion, the floor. Feel the steadiness of that support. Take one slow, easy breath in through the nose and let it go with a soft sigh. Once more. Breathing in and letting go. In a moment, we'll begin the practice itself. Here is its simple shape. On the in-breath, a natural, deep, mindful breath, not forced, not strained. Imagine breathing in the suffering of the world, your own, very importantly, included. Trusting that awareness itself is perfectly capable of holding it. On the out-breath, softly chant or simply hum the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum, letting the sound resonate in your throat and chest, long and slow, like a bell. And then, and this is very important, wait. Rest in the wonderful stillness at the bottom of the breath. Don't reach immediately for the next inhale. Let your body tell you in its own time when it's ready to breathe in again. If chanting aloud doesn't feel comfortable, A simple, gentle hum carries the same resonance. And if you prefer silence, you may chant inwardly. All of these are entirely welcome. Now, let us take our first breath together. Breathing in slowly, deeply, naturally, gently welcoming whatever suffering is present, yours and the world's. And breathing out softly, Om Mani Padme Hum. Now, rest. Nothing to do. Wait for the body's quiet signal. When the body is ready, fully ready, breathing in again, taking in the heaviness, the fear, the loneliness, and trusting that it can be transformed, transmuted. Om Mani Padme Hum. Sending out warmth, care, loving awareness to yourself and to all beings. Breathing in. You are not taking on the world's pain alone. You are lending it to something much, much more vast and spacious, namely loving awareness itself. Breathing out. Feel the sound vibrating in your throat, your chest. Let the hum be soft, unforced. This gentle resonance is your body's own language of safety. Mothers have been gifting it to their children from time immemorial. And in the pause after each out-breath, no urgency. The next breath will come on its own, like a wave returning to shore. You may notice that the pauses grow gradually longer. Let them. If your mind wanders, and it certainly will, that's simply what minds do. The moment you notice, you're already back. Begin again with the next in-breath. No judgment, no scorekeeping. Breathing in now for someone you love who you know is struggling. And then breathing out ease and kindness, loving awareness toward them. Om Mani Padme Hum. Breathing in next for strangers everywhere, carrying secret burdens that you'll never know. And then breathing out, wishing them peace. Om Mani Padme Hum. And now, perhaps the hardest and also the most important, breathing in your own suffering, the weight you've been carrying, and breathing out loving awareness toward yourself. Remember, you are seamlessly included in all beings. For these last few minutes, I'll be quiet. Invite you to continue at your own pace, breathing in the world chanting out the loving awareness, resting in the peaceful stillness in between. In your own time, let the mantra dissolve into silence and allow your breathing to return to its ordinary rhythm. Notice how your body feels right now. Not judging it as good or bad, simply noticing. Perhaps something has softened. Perhaps not. Both are perfectly okay. This practice works gently and often very quietly over time. Before you open your eyes, you might take a moment to appreciate what you have just done. In a world that continuously profits from your fear and your hurry, you have chosen for the past 20 minutes or so to breathe love instead. And of course, you are entirely welcome to continue doing more of the same if you should happen to choose to engage in this process further. But the ancient teachers have said that no act of compassion is ever wasted. Modern science suggests that your nervous system, your polyvagal system, agrees. So, whenever you're ready, I invite you to let your eyes open gently and carry this loving awareness with you into the rest of your day. And if you've found this simple practice beneficial, may you continue to include it in your daily life. Namaste.